Loretta Foxx, your ultimate girlfriend of Girls Who Talk, here with D210 and the ultra sensual. I'll be sure. I just heard you speak. You told us a lot about yourself over the last few years, probably more than I expected and more than what my viewers would know. But you originally came out, you're about 17 years old. Quincy Jones put the stamp on you.
I'm just I'm so elated and grateful for the gift of music. And I think what most people don't know and what most people don't realize is that, and it's the same thing I'll tell anybody, I'm doing this and I continue to do this 22 years later because I'm in love with the music, not for any other reason. And that's the way it started. I was in love with the music. I'd find myself after school running to get to the 4-track and the organ to play and work with Kyle West, break it down, and so it became a tradition within my life scheme just to be around the music and to be in the music and be on top of the music and be underneath the music and just being around the music. And I mean, to me, that's the ultimate love to have, for your craft per se.
That's passion, and without the passion, obviously, you wouldn't have longevity. Tell me about some of the other things that it did lead you to.
Well, I had an opportunity to, work with, produce, and write for other artists. Of course, Jodeci, and work with everyone from Al Green to Diana Ross, David Bowie, Barry White, Usher. Yeah, that guy.
Fabulous names, people that we love now.
Yeah, Faith Evans, of course, and the most amazing thing is just to see. Like I'm thinking about how it sprouts so many other things. When I brought Jodeci onto the scene, I was out on tour, and I found them out on tour, and they wound up sending them to Andre Harrell and our office in Brooklyn, and they wound up signing, and and then from that sprouted Timbaland, Missy Elliott, Black, just all these different groups, Genuine. They were all from the same camp.
Those things are so fabulous because, a lot of people listen to your music, then they said, oh, he just disappeared. But you never disappeared. You've had your hand in the mix this whole time, and everything just smells so much like I'll Be Sure.
Wow.
Anything that we listen to that are sensual, you've kind of had your hand in it, honestly.
Well, you know what? I consider myself a student and very much under the tutelage of Quincy Jones and actually Teddy Riley. And of course, Kyle West. I learned, arrangements and from Teddy in terms of producing and programming and, the whole New Jack sound and that real progressive, we call it adult. Teddy did the New Jack swing, and then we did a derivative called progressive adult contemporary R&B, because we would have, the same cool hot beats and dirty rugged beats, but we were musical and melodic and we didn't do the, it was just we did derivatives of the music. We just had so much fun in just creating, and then also, of course, Quincy put the polish on it.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, okay, that's your history. That's the past. But the past normally kind of takes you to your future, and your new future is with Hidden Beach, and you have a new CD that's coming out, Honey, I'm Home. Tell me about that. I love that title.
Well, I thought it would be appropriate to create something that, because it's been a while. It's been a few minutes. Okay, a long time. Since I've been in the market and with any new products. So I thought that title would be apropos for the part 2. Like LL says, don't call it a comeback, because it's not about a comeback. It's
You're
just
right.
more. It's more of a, this is where I left off. It's almost like I went off to war, and now I'm back home.
Hidden Beach, that's also the home of Jill Scott. Is there anything in the future you think that we can see that you guys would collaborate on and maybe create some super baby making music?
Wow. First of all, that would be the biggest blessing in the world. Jill Scott is the queen, one of the greatest vocalists. I mean, think about it. Jill Scott is, I would say, I don't want to call Jill Scott a singer. She's an instrument.
You're right.
and a blessing. She's not a singer. And when you get artists of that nature that exist, they really raise the bar for so many others. I mean, to the point where, most people say, don't waste your time. Just buy her record. Forget about singing. Just buy her record, and I mean, and the key to it is that I love working with vocalists of that nature. When I brought like Faith Evans. Faith Evans was my artist. She used to sing my demos, and imagine, I mean, the vocal ability from the Faith Evans to, I mean, just I appreciate true vocalists of that nature. And Jill, like I said, Jill Scott.
You have a son. Now we've got Miley Cyrus and Billy Ray Cyrus. We've seen Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole. You think we'll see I'll Be Sure and Little Be Sure?
Absolutely. Actually working on, my boys are really just so talented, and they're just such amazing talents in their own right. And, just to see them just doing their thing, it just warms your heart. And like I said, you may just see some collaborations with Dad and the young boy and the young folks.
I really would love to actually see that. In fact, I would love to be in the video too.
All right now.
Well, now that we spent a little time, I mean, my viewers have now caught up on the things that you've been doing, what you've got coming out. I just need to know one thing. Who's your ultimate girlfriend?
You're my ultimate girlfriend.
Oh, he did it in the DJ voice. I'm your ultimate girlfriend, Loretta Foxx. You're here with I'll Be Sure, and you're watching this on D210.tv.